Well, greetings once again, my friends, my fellow historians, my fellow ocean liners, and my fellow lovers of everything interesting. I want to welcome you back to a video, and this one's a little bit different because I don't actually have this yet, but I will be getting it. This is an interesting story. I was looking for the plans for the SS Morro Castle, and I was looking at different auction places, different sales venues on the internet. Well, I came across this site called Live Auctioneers, and I was looking, and it was nothing for the Morro Castle, but in one of the suggested listings that came up on the bottom, it was the R.M.S. Queen Mary, and this was a travel agent's lighted ship model. And of course, I'm always on the lookout for things like that. I think the last travel agent model that I showed you guys was actually the Love Boat, the MS or MV Pacific Princess, I think. So when I saw this and it actually lit up, I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. So when you go to kind of get involved in auctions on this site, you create an account, but you don't have to pay right away. So you put in your bid, and it says you're going to do that after the auction ends. So I'm like, okay. So I'll see what happens. So I put in a bid for $75, and I had noticed that there were 8 other people that were watching the item. So I'm like, well, this is going to go pretty quick, This is going to be more than what I can afford. So I figured, the heck with it, I'll put 75, and I forgot about it. Well, I actually got an email that had said that I won the auction for $75, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. So I started to look at the model a little bit closer, and when you look at the description, it says the R.M.S. Queen Mary travel agent lighted ship model. The R.M.S. Queen Mary travel agent ship model plastic composition, and it's in 1/250 scale, and it's 50 inches in overall length, and it's lighted. I had thought it had said 1250 scale in 1250 scale, so that's a big size difference from what I was expecting. And it says the wiring underneath is missing a plug and not tested, but that's no big deal. I'll be able to fix that, and we'll see that when it comes. I mean, I'm sure it's not complicated. You got a plug going to a light. The size is 50 inches by 8 inches. It says some cracks in a plastic base. So again, that's acceptable. I had no idea the size of this thing, and I was so excited that I had won this. I had wanted to share this with you. So when you look at some of the pictures that they have, the top picture is pretty cool. You can see the Queen Mary, and this is the port side view. The writing on the base says Cunard Line R.M.S. Queen Mary, and she's 81,237 tons. Now, I'm not sure if this was meant to be on a wooden base or not, but it's on a plastic. It's a waterline representation of the ship. The next picture is the starboard side, and there is writing on the base, but I can't quite make it out. I think it says Cunard Line, R.M.S. Queen Mary. 237, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe when I get it, I'll be able to read what it says. The next picture is a top view, and you can see the boat deck, the smokestacks, the lifeboats. You can see the wooden decks, the docking platform in the back, and going forward, you can see the top of the wheelhouse down to the forecastle deck. It does look like the forward mast is missing. And I'm sure there's going to be pieces missing, but there's not really a lot of information on this model. The next picture shows the company that made it. So it says WAGNER Modellbau, and this is in Flensburg, Germany. So this is a big piece of information to have, because I had done a quick search. It was just something quick to look for WAGNER models, and they do a lot of models. And a lot of the waterline models, they're on a wooden base. So I'm wondering at one time if this did have a wooden base. The next picture, you can see the port view where the forecastle is, and the front going towards the bridge. The next picture is a little more towards midship, or this is the starboard side toward the aft end, because you can see the mast. Because the mast seems to be missing in the front. You can see it says 739. I'm wondering if that's the lot number for the auction. You can see the docking platform near the poop deck. The next picture shows the port side of the same area of the ship down at the back, and it shows the crack in the plastic. That looks like it could easily be repaired. So I'm trying to. It'd be interesting to find a date on this model. You can see this one again towards the back end of the ship. You can see the mast. You can see the third smoke funnel, and you can see the lifeboats, the windows, the promenade deck. The next picture shows a little forward of that. We got two of the funnels and more of the details on the side of the ship. Everything is painted on, or a decal, or appears to be anyway. You got the port side, the starboard side of the bow of the ship, and you can see the anchor is, again, it's a decal or some type of sticker that's on. And the next picture, it says, okay, so what it says on the base, Queen Mary, and it looks like it says 61,237 tons. So the weight of the ship, and those are all the pictures that are in the listing. So I thought this was pretty cool. And again, I thought it was a lot smaller. I thought it was in 1/1250 scale. And that's pretty small. So that's why I figured, $75. There's 8 people watching. It is historic. It is the Queen Mary, and it is the travel agent's model. So I thought that might be something interesting to get and share with you guys. But it's finished. I had won the auction, and it says to expect the invoice within 3 days. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to ship, but it was sold by Omnia Auctions, and they're out of Tallahassee, Florida. So as soon as I get this in, it's going to be a really fun video to share with you guys, and I'll do more research on the company, the WAGNER Modellbau. And I'll be able to give you a lot more information on the model and on the company. So my friends, until the next video on this awesome piece, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.